back to my YouTube channel. And today's video is very exciting because I'm going to be making over my pantry, or shall I say, I'm gonna be organizing my pantry area so that way it can be nice and organized, because right now it is just so cluttered. I got some inspiration from like Pinterest, and I just wanted to organize my pantry on a budget because sometimes this stuff can be super expensive. So I wanted to show you guys how I cut some costs and also like some tips and tricks that I did to make this as seamless as possible. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So the first step before you go and order any of this stuff, you definitely want to go ahead and measure out the shelves in your pantry, because the last thing you want is to get containers that are too big or it doesn't properly fit on the shelf. So make sure that you take the time beforehand to go ahead and measure everything out, so that way you know that you're getting the proper containers and systems. So once you have everything measured out, you can go ahead and order, the containers that you want. I personally ordered this 23-piece set off Amazon, and I believe it cost me around $50. I did get the khaki color, so the lids are khaki. And then I also ordered 2 of these glass jars that I'm gonna be you can use it for cookies, you can use it for flour, sugar, like I did in my case. The next thing that I ordered for this organizational video, a 6-piece acrylic bins. These I plan on using for like individual snacks. I ordered these labels. Now basically the 23-piece container set does come with labels already, but what I wanted some, cutesy labels with some pretty font. So I found this set on Amazon. It was about $14. This set of labels had almost everything that you can think of that you would be organizing in your kitchen. So highly recommend this. And then the last thing that I wanted to get was some chip clips, because I wanted to organize my chip bags, and also keep them from going stale. I forgot to mention that I also went to Walmart and got some cereal containers, because those containers that came in the Amazon 23 bundle, those were not big enough to store cereal. So I had to go to Walmart and I got 2-piece sets of cereal containers. So I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of the bins that I got. I got this set right here from Amazon. Most of the stuff is from Amazon. These acrylic bins are from Amazon, and this whole plastic set is from Amazon. They all come with the same size lid, so that's pretty nice, because if you wash them, it's not going to be hard to like organize all of them. If you buy this set, your cereal probably is not going to fit. So that's why I went ahead and got these bins right here. I was kind of mad because the tops don't match, but it's not that important to me for all them to match. But 2 of these big cereal containers were $10 for a pack of 2. So that's really nice, and it's big enough to store some of my bigger boxes of cereals. I got these 2 glass containers from Amazon, and I believe they came in a set. So I thought these would be really nice to keep on the counter and to store my flour and sugar in. Once all my bins have arrived, I took them out, laid them on the counter, and washed all of them. The day before I decided to start organizing, I wanted to make sure that all the bins were clean and sanitized before I started to put my food in it. What I also decided to do, and I highly recommend that you guys do this, look through your pantry, see what you have, see what you don't have. I went ahead and organized the bins by sizes. So they had tall, they had a large, they had a medium, and then they had a small. So basically I made a list in my notes, and I labeled out how many tall containers I had, how many large containers I had, how many medium containers I had, and how many small containers I had. Then I put like bullet points underneath each of the sizes, and next to it I went through my kitchen and I saw what I already had and what I wanted to fit in each container. So for the tall containers, I wanted to designate towards pasta, rice, and stuff like that. So that's exactly what I did. For the next level down, I wanted to do like pancake mix and a couple other things, and that was really helpful because it helped me not only visualize what was going to go in each one, but it also helped me to know this dog is about to get on my nerves. Nala, be quiet. So basically it helped me visualize what I already had, and then also I made notes of what I wanted to get. Before you start to organize your pantry, you want to know exactly what you usually get when you go grocery shopping. So I know I was out of a couple things that I definitely wanted to keep stored. So I made a list of what I had and what I needed. So that way I had the storage containers ready for stuff that I was going to get. Moving on to the next day, it was organizing day, and I was so excited to get this done. So as you can see behind me, I have washed all these bins and they have air dried overnight. Where we have to start off with is actually cleaning out the pantry and getting rid of food that's expired or that, you know, I no longer want. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Now that I have removed all the stuff out the pantry, I went ahead and took some Clorox wipes and wiped everything down, because the last thing that we want to be doing is putting these nice clean bins in a dirty pantry. So just go ahead and clean it out after you have moved out all the snacks and stuff. Okay, so as you can see, I have cleared out this entire section. Basically what I did was just move all the stuff that I wanted to keep over on this side. So I have my cereals, and if you guys are wondering like what the heck, some of these brands are kind of off, but that's because I shop at Aldi, and I don't mind their brands. They're actually really good and you save a lot of money by shopping there. So for example, these chips, these kettle chips are so good. And what else did I get there that's really good? Oh, these right here, if you want ice cream at home, these cones are bomb. And then of course Leah likes her little snacks like her cheese crackers, but that defeats the point. So basically what I did was just take out everything that I'm gonna use, and not everything that I'm gonna be putting in this pantry right here is on the table, because some of the stuff is stored in other cabinets in my kitchen. I have a lot of cabinet space in here, so you know, that's why I don't really have a huge pantry, and I don't care because I don't really need it. This is just to show you that I have tons and tons of cabinet space. So this pantry is not gonna have any canned goods or anything in it, because look, I already have this right here for all my canned goods that's been, whoever did this kitchen is awesome, because they definitely equipped me with a bunch of cabinet space. All the containers were air dry, and I started out filling up the containers with the different things that I needed. So now it's time for the exciting part. I'm gonna start actually filling up the bins, and the first bins that I'm gonna start out with are the cereal bins. These are the 4 containers that I got from Walmart, and I'm just gonna fill them up with my favorite cereals. This one, it was a big box of Fruit Loops, and as you can see, it didn't all fit in the container, but majority of it did. So I just saved that leftover and clipped it with a clip, so that way I'll just put it behind there, and once some of the cereal is gone, I'll refill it up with the rest. The next size up, I think this is the tall size. I decided to fill these up with pasta and rice, so all these could, you know, be like similar on the same shelf. And you guys, the worst thing happened to me while I was transferring some of the pasta over. The bottom of the container was open and they all fell on the floor. I was so irritated. For the large size containers, I did have some noodles that I wanted to fill in, but also I use this size for more so like brown sugar, powdered sugar, pancake mix, and stuff like that. For the acrylic containers, I wanted to use like individual snacks, like my daughter's fruit snacks, as well as some cookies, and also I believe I put in some Marchand noodles as well. So yeah, you can just use these for all types of different things. These can also go in the refrigerator if you want to organize in there as well. Let me know if you'd be interested in me doing a video organizing my fridge. But yeah, so I just continue to put in some different individual snacks, and I really like this system for that. Lastly, I filled up these glass containers with some flour and sugar to display on my counter. It's also a good idea to save some of the cooking instructions or nutritional facts, and you can cut these out and tape them on the back so that way you don't forget, you know, the serving amounts and or how to cook something. Now it's time to start filling the pantry with some of the containers. I didn't put the labels on yet because I wanted to make sure that I had matching labels for each shelf. So I had two sets of labels. I had the one that came with the 23-piece set container on Amazon, and then I also had ordered a separate set with like that fancy writing, and I didn't know if I had enough of the fancy writing to put on all of them. Turns out I did, but that's why I didn't put the labels on first. Now that I have all the containers on the shelf where they're supposed to go, I started adding on the labels from the set that I got. And y'all, this set has every type of food that you would be organizing in your pantry. Even for like the cereal, it has cereal 1, 2, and 3. It has multiple different pastas, and I just really like it, and I think it was worth the money. These rubber feet right here are absolutely amazing for keeping your containers to not move as much. It just keeps them from sliding around, and it keeps them looking organized longer. So I highly recommend that you get this set off Amazon. I think they were like $8, but it comes with a lot of these rubber feet on here. So if you have a lot of organizational things, a lot of organizational containers, this will keep you covered. Another tip that I have for cutting costs is using baskets in storage that you already have. This was given to me and I really liked it. It had a very nice antique feel to it. What I decided to do was go ahead and store my chips here because I didn't have enough storage in my pantry anymore, and I could use another cabinet area, but I wanted to make use of this basket that I already had. So make sure when you're organizing your stuff that you look to see what you already have, so that way you're not spending too much money on unnecessary extra baskets and storage and things like that. Alright you guys, so here is the final product. It is so aesthetically pleasing and it just makes me so happy. The tops that I got from Walmart are different from the other tops, but I don't really mind it so much. It's just so aesthetically pleasing, and I really do plan on keeping it this way because it just makes it easier to find stuff, and it just it just looks better. So I'm so happy with the outcome, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know of other videos you would like to see from me. Lastly, but most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button so that way you'll be notified every time that I post a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.